Hi guys, this is Sir Mukesh here. Today my topic is angles using in bearing. So guys, the angles using in bearing, the angles which make bearing very simpler, very shorter, very easier are co-interior angle and alternate angle. What are co-interior and alternate angle guys? These are the angle forming by the intersection of parallel lines. Look here guys, these are two parallel lines. This indicate the parallel line, double arrow or single arrow, double arrow, double arrow. So these, it indicate here that these two horizontal line are parallel line. So angle formed by the intersection of parallel line and transversal line. Guys, these are the transversal. This is first transversal line. This is second transversal line. Guys, what a transversal line you did in grade 6 and grade 7. Transversal line, parallel line, the angle formed by the intersection of parallel line and transversal line. So first of all, parallel line, we know what is parallel line? Line moving in the same direction and will never meet each other. Why they never meet each other? Because the distance between these two lines will always constant, will remain fixed. इनका distance कभी भी तो कम या ज़्यादा नहीं होता. The distance between these two lines will always remain fixed, remain constant. So that's why these are two parallel lines. They will never meet each other because the distance between the two parallel lines are always remain fixed, remain same, remain constant. Now, so what are co-interior angle, what are alternate angle, and what is corresponding angle? These three are very important angle: corresponding, co-interior, and alternate. These angles are formed by the intersection of parallel lines and transversal line. So look here. The angle formed by the intersection of parallel line and transversal. Parallel line means the line moving in the same direction and they never meet. Transversal. What is transversal lines, guys? Look here. Guys, wait a minute. So guys, look here. These are transversal line. Straight line intersecting two or more parallel line. Look here. This is a straight line. It intersecting this pair of parallel line. So this line is a transversal. And this is also a transversal. So what is transversal lines, guys? First try to understand it. Transversal hota kya hai? The straight line intersecting two or more parallel line or just touching the two parallel line. Guys, remember, transversal lines are the line which intersecting the two parallel line or more parallel line or just touching the two parallel line. So guys, look here. Both of these are transversal line. This line is a transversal line because in intersecting these two parallel line, and this is also a transversal line because it's just touching the two parallel line. So when a straight line touching two or more parallel line or touching at least two parallel line, so this line is a transversal line or straight line intersecting or cutting two or more parallel lines, so these are transversal line. So there are three important angles formed by the intersection of transversal line and parallel line. Number one is corresponding angle, but right now I am not explaining you corresponding angles because mostly in bearing we use co-interior. Most of the time we are using co-interior or alternate. So these are the two very important angles which make our bearing very easier for us. Okay guys, so look here. Now try to understand what is co-interior angle. So what is co-interior? There is no such definition here. I always use three clues to identify the co-interior angle. So how can we identify the co-interior? So guys, you must follow all these clues to identify, to remember what is co-interior angle. So look here, co-interior angle. So all the corners, I always use the word corner instead of angle. So angles mean corners, angles mean vertex. So all the angles or all the corners, so all the corners lie between two parallel lines. Guys, my first clue is how can we identify the co-interior angle? So I am using these three clues. My first clue is all the corners lie between two parallel lines. So look here guys, all the corners lie between the two parallel lines. This is not between the parallel line, this is not between the parallel line, this angle is not between the parallel line, this angle is not between the parallel line. So look here, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the four angles or four corners lie between the two parallel lines. In the same way, if I am using this transverse, so look here, this one between the parallel line, this one between the parallel line, this one between the parallel line, and this one is between the parallel line. So my first clue is guys, all the corners lie between the two parallel lines. To identify the co-interior angle, always remember guys, we will use three clues. Clue number one, we use all these three clues together. तीनों क्लू सारे के सारे क्लू हमें एक साथ यूज करने हैं. क्लू नंबर 1, all the corners lie between two parallel lines. So look here, this is at the top of the parallel line, this is at the top, this is bottom of the parallel line, this is also bottom. So this one 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, these 8 corners are lie between the two parallel lines. Always remember guys, use one transversal at a time. With one pair of parallel line, with one pair of parallel line, use one transversal at a time. Okay guys, now clue number 2, corners of same column. Now why I'm said column here? If you look columns, look here, I'm explaining you. अगर आपको याद है तो आप जब अपनी कॉपीज़ में रजिस्टर में जब आप वर्ड्स मीनिंग करते हो, अपोजिट करते हो, सिनोनिम करते हैं, आप इस तरह 2 कॉलम्स बनाते हैं. दिस इज़ फॉर वर्ड्स and this is for meanings. Okay guys, so look here, you making 2 columns. So look here, in your copies, in your register, all these lines are horizontal to each other. So this vertical line is a transversal. Okay guys, so this vertical line make 2 column, one for word, one for column, one for word, one for column, one for word, one for column. So remember guys, this transversal cut all these parallel lines, make columns here. Have you seen it? So guys, look here, what I said, corners of same column. So look here, if I say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is P, this is Q, this is R, and this is S. So look here guys, so this transversal line making 2 column, one this column, one this column, one this column, one this column, one column here, one column here. So this transversal line this transversal line making column, first column, second column, first column, second column, first column, and so what we said, all the corners lie between the two parallel. So we are using this column which are between the two parallel line. Okay guys, so number 1, all the corners lie between the parallel line. Number 2, corners of same column. So look here, this is first column, this is second column guys. So what I said, corners of same column. So A and B lie in the same column, C and D lie in the same column. So what I said guys, all the corners lie between two parallel line. So A, B, C, D, these 4 corners lie between the two parallel line. Number 2, corners of same column guys, I said corners of same column. So look here, this transversal make 2 columns here 2 column, first column, second column, first column, second column, first column, and second. So A and B lie in the same column, C and D lie in the same column. So A and B are co-interior, C and D are co-interior. Then sum of both corners, look here guys, sum of both corners is equals to 180 degree. The sum of both corners is equals to, so look here guys, what is co-interior angle? Look here, these are 2 parallel line and this is a transversal. Always we use with one pair of parallel line we use one transversal. तो इस transversal ने हमें जो co-interior दिए, co-interior थे, all the corners lie between two parallel line, corners of same column. So A and B are in the same column, C and D are in the same column. Then sum of both corners. So guys look here, A plus B, guys look here, A plus B is equals to 180 degree. This is called co-interior. In the same way guys, C plus D is equals to 180 degree. So these are called co-interior angle. Now guys look here, now I'm using the second transversal, I'm using this transversal. Guys look here, so this is another transversal. Why this is transversal? Because transversal होता है क्या है, straight line intersecting 2 or more parallel line, or straight line just touching 2 parallel line, or straight line touching a pair of parallel line. So this line touching this parallel line and also touching this parallel line. So what are co-interior angle? Corners between the two parallel line. Look here, P, Q, R, S. P, Q, R, S. All 4 corners are lie between the two parallel line. Then corners of same column. So look here, this transversal make 1 column and second column. So corners of same column. So P and Q are in the same column, R and S in the same column. So what is co-interior? Co-interior के लिए 3 बातें याद रखनी. Number 1, all the corners lie between the two parallel line, corners of same column, and sum of both corners. So P plus Q is equals to 180 degree. In the same way, S and R, S plus R is equals to 180 degree. So guys, this is called co-interior angle. This angle will make your bearing very easier.